Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I want to teach about Quran symbols. If you read Quran, you know that we have these symbols, this small line, horizontal. Sometimes the line is at the top, we call it fatha. We have circles, we call this sukun. You see we have different kinds of sukuns. We have dhamma, we have such symbols. These symbols help us to read. In the beginning, let's say when Quran was revealed to Muhammad, the people who wrote it down, which were like Ali radiallahu anhu and other Sahaba, they who copied, who wrote it from when Muhammad read it, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they write what he read, and there were no symbols, there were no fatha or this sukun. So these things are later on, and the reason for these ones is to help us be able to read it. It's difficult to read it without these symbols. These help us to create a patterns, that we can see, we can understand, we can learn and repeat it when we see it on other surah and other examples. Speaking of things that were not in the beginning, not only these symbols were not, even the other symbols which I forgot about, with the dots, were not there. Let me write some of them down. So I don't think they need a whole video. I think I can just jot them down right now, show you. And for example, we have this kind of dots. We have this one, right? We call it ya. We have this one, we call it ta. We have this one, the three one, we call it tha, right? The three we call it tha, right? And we have this one, we call it nun, right? We have also this one, we call it ba. So I did not have the purpose to talk about these ones. If we need a video to do it, I'm gonna do it, but for now on, I'm just telling you, in the beginning there were no this. For example, if you write Bismillah, it's just gonna be something like this. Millah, right? If you want to write Wadduha, it would be just like this. No, I forgot the ha. Let me put the ha right here. How can you know this is Wadduha? Actually, you only can know this is Wadduha because someone has to read it to you, and you realize this is Dad. So it wasn't easy. So because this is look like Sad, Dad, Wadduha, there should be a dot. So later on, the Sahaba put the Rasma Sahaba, the Sahaba wrote it down, or Tabi put the dots and the other symbols that I'm going to talk about today. Speaking of those symbols, let's begin with this one, and the first one. We call this fatha. What is the reason of teaching you? You probably already know what is fatha. You are probably already know when you see fatha how to read it. The purpose of this video is to teach you the names. You know the names. In case you want to extend your knowledge of Quran, you want to learn more about Tajweed, the teacher of the Tajweed will say fatha, we use the word fatha, and he's not going to tell you the line at the top line, he's going to assume fatha. He's just going to say fatha. We have fatha. Fatha is same as nasba, and many books use nasba, so you have to know both of them. This is called fatha, this is called fatha is the same as a nasba. Fatha, the examples I'm using, ba, sa, ja. If you notice, it ends, its sound ends with a, right? Ba, sa, ja. That's all for fatha. Any name, other letter would make the same sound, like ah, like ah, like ja, like kha, fa. We call it fatha or nasba. So the second one you need to learn, kasra. You see, kasra is the line, the symbol is the same, but the location is different. Fatha is located at the top, kasra is located at the bottom. Kasra is same as khafda, so you need to know the both of the names, kasra or khafda, because the book may use khafda. The sounds are B, C, G, right? It ends with E always, like fi, khi, ni, mi, e, ri, always with E sound. The next one I'm going to talk about is the sukun. Sukun. Let me talk about dhamma. Dhamma. This is dhamma. It looks like just a small wow. So, dhamma. Dhamma is same as raf'a. Some books use raf'a, and they use dhamma and raf'a interchangeably. They use them all the time. So they're assuming, when they say raf'a, they mean dhamma. It's the same thing. Bu, su, ju. It ends with u sound. That's dhamma. So the next sound is sukun. So we have different kinds of sukuns, and I'm gonna stay on the sukun a little bit because it's very important to understand sukun. It has many purposes. It has different and multiple tasks. It's not one thing. It's not like raf'a, or it's not like fatha, which it does one thing. It does many things. I'm gonna write down the things sukun. A sukun, very special. Purpose. 1. Restrict. It does restriction. Copy this one. If you are my student, I'm going to send this video to you. I want you to understand these ones and copy as much as you can. 1. To restrict. 2. To make sound, like us. It helps us tell us what kind of sound. 3. To make a stop. When you stop, like nasta'in, rahim, muqim, right? It makes sukun, it makes a stop sound. So for sukun, coming back to sukun, we have a circle, sukun. We have a big one and small one. We have this kind of sukun. Each of them has a purpose, or their purpose are same, but we put each on its place. I'll explain that. For example, the word when I purpose number 1, to restrict. When we want to restrict words like ana, right? We use the big one. قل إن كان للرحمن ولد فأنا أول العابدين. Or other example for that would be wala ana. So sometimes people make mistake, not a lot but few. They say wala ana, No, you don't say wala ana because there is a, if you read Hafsa, there is a circle, a big circle, which is sukun, wala ana, to restrict. Right? Also, amanu. When you want to restrict words like amanu, you see wow indicate to stretch the letter before, like nu. Right? Alif mean you should stretch the letter before, ana. But once we put the restrictors, means we don't stretch it. Why here we put the big circle to restrict the noon, to not to stretch the noon. The same thing right here, because wow should stretch the letter before 3, but we don't want to stretch it. We don't want also to make it short, but we just want to stretch it conveniently. A convenient stretch means you stretch it a little bit, not too long. You don't say amanu, no. You just say amanu, right? Kafaru, ja'alu, khalaqu, right? Any of those words, many of them, we use this one to stretch. Now, to make sound. To make sound means when we want to start. No, to make sound means like as, right? Or as. If you use wash does not change. To make sound, they use this one, as. To make to strict, they use the same thing. Wash does not change. They use the same thing. But Hafsa, used for making sound, use this one, as, aq, af, aj, al. Right? The same thing. Wash use the same symbol, but Hafsa use different. They use this to make sound. They use this to restrict. So, finally, number 3, to make a stop. When you stop on sukun, right? Nasta'in, rahim, right? Mubin. Also sukun, you stop on sukun. That's the purpose of sukun. Let's move to the last one. At-tanween, right? Let's move to the last one, at-tanween. At-tanween means double fatha, double kasra, double dhamma, but many books use different double dhamma. There is only one double fatha, kasra, and one double dhamma. No, fatha, sorry. But for dhamma, there's different. They use this one, and there is a reason for that. But I'm not gonna talk about it right here to put subjects are different together. I don't want to put two subjects are very different together. So that means if you see this one or this one, they are same. They are two dhamma. And two dhamma, we call it double in laws. Then the real name for them is tanween, right? At-tanween, tanween. Let me put right. At-tanween, at-tanween. Tanween means, and you very important to know the word tanween, because if you learn tajweed, nun sakin or tanween, you have to understand that they use it a lot. Ban, man, min, kun, and or man or wun. Also, one more thing, one last thing. Tanween, the sound tanween, if you notice, is the same as the sound sukun. In other words, you can say tanween is the same as sukun. You can say tanween is the same as sukun because the sound is the same. And know this thing. Pay attention of this. This will come later.